Hey, it's Adam with Oasisoptimization, and today I wanted to talk to you real quick about some frameworks you can use to crank out some really good subject lines. So if you're a business owner and hopefully you're sending emails one way, shape, or another, and whether it's you writing the emails or whether you've got someone else writing, subject lines can be really important. I think we all understand that getting people to open our emails or even just pay attention to them in the first place can be really important. But I know just probably like you've been in that situation where, you're trying to write something interesting and it just doesn't come up. And so I want to give you some ideas about how you can get past that block, whether it's just seeing the blank page or whether it's just not coming up with a good subject line, so that you can get people to open, read your emails and hopefully click through or take action, whatever it is you want them to do. So real quick, the top ones, curiosity definitely wins, okay? And this doesn't mean, I'm going to get into this later, but this doesn't mean to just make something up that people want, but introducing an element of curiosity. So let's say you're talking about vacuum cleaners and your audience is into vacuum cleaners, then leading with something that they might be interested, but still leaves a little bit off. Like, what does this super belt system do for your, whatever vacuum cleaner? Okay, just, that simple. Just understanding that, curiosity there needs to lead into something in the email. You don't want to bait and switch. Okay. A really strong one. I've seen others talking about this. I know I read something Ian Stanley had about him testing curiosity plus a benefit. Okay, so taking that curiosity idea and merging that with benefit, and you shouldn't do this all the time, but it is a really strong way to write a subject line. And I get why, right? You're using curiosity, which is a really strong hook, but you're attaching a benefit, and you want to be specific too. So one I just made up was, how does the path give 263% ROI? Okay, you got a couple things going on there. Curiosity, right, as well as like a mechanism, the path that maybe something you came up with or you gave it a name or it's a method for doing something, and then a benefit, 263% ROI. All right, so combining those things together, that could be, depending on what you're writing about, a really powerful subject line. And this follows into a few other things. So using exact numbers, okay, not saying a great ROI, not saying a good ROI, or not saying 200+% ROI, saying 263%, right? So if you got the numbers to back it up, put that in there. And then that goes along with being specific, okay? So take out those vague words and be specific where you can. You can do a quick calculation, like with the ROI, come up with that. But tell people something specific. That's much more powerful. So along the same lines as being specific, you can put in stronger words, okay? So you can write your subject line, and I do this myself, and then go back and kind of spice it up, right? You could go back and see, are you using words like great or neat or good? Hopefully not neat. But just kind of more passive, not so powerful words when you could be using something like jaw-dropping or a killer, show-stopping, something like that. So you can write out your subject line and then go through, like I said, and spice it up a little bit, adding those words in there. One great way that I really like is to write your subject line last, right? If you don't already have, for whatever reason, the email isn't kind of formulated, or you're kind of having the blank line syndrome there, then write your email. And then, once you've got that written out, it'll probably come to you if you're thinking about it. But even if it doesn't, you can just take, what's the most important part? What is your email about? Right. And then taking that, condensing it down, and then just crafting your subject line based off of that. Keeping in mind, things like curiosity, benefit, being specific, that will generally help you overcome that. And last, but certainly not least, I touched on this at the very beginning, but align with your content, right? So you don't want to say, how does the path give a 263% ROI and then not talk about it in any way, shape, or form. I'm not saying that you have to put it in the email. It may be something that you want people to click through to go find out, but it better align with your subject line. Otherwise, it's definitely a bait and switch. You're going to end up with a really horrible open rate if you keep doing that to people. So just as a reminder, don't get so stuck on I've got to get the open rate up. Make sure that it all aligns and it all makes sense. So hopefully that helps. Generally go to those in times where I'm writing an email and really want to come up with something quickly that I know is going to be powerful. Of course, there's tons of other ways you can do that. But if you're ever stuck, just remember these things: using curiosity, using a benefit, being specific, and then going back and doing a quick edit. Put in some strong words. Take out those more passive words like good or great or neat, and putting stronger things in there, right? We talked about like jaw-dropping, killer, show-stopping, whatever it is, all right? So hopefully that'll help you out with your emails. And if you'd like help with email marketing of this type, or if you would like help with sales funnels, whatever it might be, you can head over to oasisoptimization.com. Get in touch with me there. Thanks for watching.